All right, so welcome to the second Astronomy Club meeting of the semester. This is the first non-federal holiday meeting, so sorry about that last week. First order of business is game night. As soon as I can, yes, there we go. This Friday from 5:30 to 8 in N450. The club doesn't really know how much money it has at the moment, so this will be a potluck event. There's a poll on the website. It's actually on the calendar page, and it's just a doodle poll, so you can sign up for what to bring. Unfortunately, all of those categories have been assigned. Like you can't fill out what you want to bring, but just put a check in the checkbox.
Also, if you want to bring something that's not on the list, let me know and I'll add it to the list.
Yes, because Mandy's awesome like that. Also, if you're coming, please, I'm going to pass out a sign-up sheet. Either sign up on the sign-up sheet or email Allie McGraw. And because since we are bringing food, we need to know approximately how many people are coming. And thanks again to Lindsay, who's not yet in the room, but this is the game, so come, play, be a lot of fun.
Well, this is going to be that one game that a lot of people come.
Well, I assumed that there would be teams involved.
Oh,
yes. Second order of business is there's a clubs and organizations fair, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, and it would be great to have a booth. It would mean more visibility and more club members, hopefully. And we're going to set up a solar telescope. So I can be there most of the day, but I have class starting at 1, and it would be great to have 2 people there at all times. So I'm going to pass around a sign-up sheet for that as well. Okay. I'm going to pass around a sign-up sheet for that as well, and if you can come, just put your name and what times you can be there from. So third and very important order of business, Astronomy Days and Nights. It's a huge event that we're planning at Biosphere 2 on March 24th. And when I say huge, I mean it. But we need a lot of help to plan this and execute this. And there's a poll on the website under the Meetings tab. Or I'm sorry, under the Projects tab. So please fill out the doodle poll. We can't set a meeting time until everybody's filled it out. And we need to get going on this very quickly. And Katie is the person who's in charge of all of this. So please help her out with this. All right. The Tohono O'odham star parties, I've emailed Katie Garmany. She got back to me, but she is out of the country at the moment. So we're probably going to meet with her when she gets back into the country, but she has at least one request, and she's going to get a couple of dates from them. So dates are forthcoming, and I will let you know as soon as there is a concrete plan. And the next Sabino Canyon Star Party is on February 4th. So if you could pass this around, and if you're available, just let us know with the non-existent writing utensil.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You can use a highlighter.
How do you guys feel about highlighters? Yes? No?
Okay.
Tim, I think the throne. Yeah, Tim is trying to take back the throne. I think we've also lost his pen.
It's softer, it's softer.
Thank you. Sorry, Katie. This is the pen that can go around with the sign-up sheet.
Okay.
Now that we've finished trying to take each other out with projectiles, this is the sign-up sheet for the game night, and just let us, under RSVP, just say yes or no if you're going to be there. Next order of business, We have meeting times for both the Exoplanet Project and the radio project. The Exoplanet Project will be meeting Mondays at 5:30 in the usual place. It's the undergrad computer lab here in Stewart, which is 202 or something. The room with the combination on the door and all the computers in it. And the radio project, same as last semester, Thursdays at 5:05 p.m. in N505. If you just go to the 5th floor, it's in the LSST area. And we still don't have meeting times for the binocular telescope project, and we only have 3 people who have filled out the doodle poll online. Again, it's on the club website, uaastroclub.org/projects. And we need people to work on the binocular telescope project. We haven't done much in a while, and we really want to get moving on that again. And outreach materials, the focus of outreach is going to be the Astronomy Days and Nights event at Biosphere 2 until we finish that in March. But we really need help with that, and we really need you guys to fill out the poll so we can get a meeting time and get cracking. Oh, also for the radio project, we have an observing run this weekend because time gets away from us, and I don't know how it got to be the end of January, but it is. We have an observing run. We need to discuss who's going up when, because we need to make sure there are enough dorms. So if you're in the room and you're planning on going, can you stay after the meeting for 5 or 10 minutes so we can figure that out? Be great.
What day was the class fair?
Wednesday, February 1st. Astronomy question of the week is going to start next week. Don has office hours that end at 4 o'clock, so he's just going to come on over here after he's done with that. And we'll just, right after the club meeting, just like last semester, we'll have astronomy question of the week. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a lot of fun. We just discuss an astronomy related question with Don McCarthy for half an hour or so. But you don't need to know a lot about astronomy to do this. This is much more critical thinking skills and logic, and it's a lot of fun, and it's extremely useful. Fun activities, not much development on this front, but I just wanted to get a quick count. Last semester, the movie nights were the 3rd Friday of the month. Does that still work for anybody? For everybody? Is there somebody who absolutely can't make it on the 3rd Friday of the month? That is a no. All right. And Kevin sent out an email, and I'm just going to reiterate it. You should apply for REUs if you want to go into research astronomy, or even if you want to go into theoretical or instrumentation. REUs are A, lot of fun, B, a great experience, and C, they're good for grad school because it's good to show that you've done research, and generally research leads to more research. So especially if you're a sophomore or a junior, there are some deadlines coming up, but you should consider applying for all of those.
And there's a new link on our website for that.
And they pay you quite well, so financially.
Yes, most of them pay you extremely well. Amy?
On the previous subject. Are we gonna start having frisbee again? Because the weather's nice.
The weather is nice. We are having our first officer meeting of the semester tomorrow, but I was planning on it.
Okay, sweet.
Yes.
I just wanted to put that in, 'cause I saw people playing like a couple days ago, and I was like, I can frisbee again.
Sweet. Well, we'll work on finding some dates and getting some space reserved, and we'll get frisbee going again. Membership. You should all pay your dues because we really need to make sure that we know who is a member, and we need your money, so pony up. But no, so we just pay your dues every semester. And there is no research presentation today, but hopefully there will be one next week. Like I said, I know who you are, so I'm going to email a couple of you.
I have a question. Does it have to be about astronomy at all?
No, Carmen did a presentation. I mean, generally they're about astronomy. If we have a guest speaker, it certainly would be, but if you have something you want to present on. Carmen presented on the
Learning
learning.
Center.
Hmm? Learning center, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
Is that next week, so I can get it away before my semester?
You should
That'd
go
be great.
back to the slides. Another,
I'm working on it.
people need to fill out that membership form.
Yes, I'm sorry, I forgot. Thank you, Kevin. Yes, everybody needs to fill out the new membership form on the website because it is a new membership form. So even if you filled one out before, you need to go fill this out again. It's just on the website. Itself is not a link or anything, so just go fill that out.
It's
Um,
on the members page.
It's on the members page.
It's on members.
And this will help us update our member list as well, because, I mean, the listserv has 180 some odd people on it, but I don't see 180 people in the room, so. Is it a Stargate reference? I can get a Stargate reference out of that. All right, I believe that is it. That's all I have. Katie, is there anything you wanted to say about Astronomy Days and Nights?
Fill out the poll. I have 3 days that kind of work, and so I need other people to fill it out so I know which one it is. So,
If like the schedules are too like unbalanced, are you thinking about doing like 2 groups and then like kind of
depends on the schedule.
okay.
Because it might be possible to do that, but it depends on how much goes on in my life.
You don't have a life.
I know. So,
All
please
right.
fill it out. That's all I ask.
Yes, I believe that is it, unless anybody has something else.